Okay, so the need for NEADS, it's a little bit of a play on word. NEADS is a national educational assistance dog service, and they basically train dogs so later they can become service dogs for people who have physical disabilities or mental health issues. It was established in 1976, and since then they have trained over 1,600 dogs, and also it's one of the oldest curing dog training places in the U.S. that's still going. Most of its training during the week goes on in New England, New England, I don't know why I'm just nervous, New England prisons, and the inmates will actually train the dogs. So it's kind of like a redeemable situation because they have trainers for free, and you know the prison inmates can connect with dogs and kind of get back to kind of helping out the community. And a lot of people who may be on parole can also work with the dogs. And so 90 to 95% of those dogs go there during the week. And on the weekends, volunteers like myself pick up the dogs from Princeton, which is where they're established, and we take them for the weekend. We kind of get them exposed to different places, like you can take them to the mall and different things like that, so that, you know, later on they'll feel comfortable there. And it's a pretty vigorous program for the dogs. About 50% of them don't make it in because they don't have what it takes to meet the standards. They can't freak out around cats, cars, other dogs, because, you know, when you're in a situation where the person who has the dog might need them, the dog can't not cooperate with them. So these dogs are trained, they can dial, some of them can dial 911, press elevator buttons, and they can work in classrooms with students. And that's kind of why I'm here and presenting to you, because there's been so many studies about how dogs can kind of create a more comfortable environment for students, and how they're used as kind of therapy dogs, where the student will feel more comfortable talking with the teacher as well as opening up to them. A lot of times they'll have students who maybe have been previously abused, and they'll leave sticky notes on the dog, and that's how they can kind of connect. And it's much easier to connect with a dog than it is sometimes with a peer. So also that dog can be used as an icebreaker for two different kids. And one of the dogs that we previously had trained actually is now a service dog for someone, a victim of the Boston Marathon bombing, and she had talked about before she had done this program that she didn't feel as though she really wanted to live anymore. This dog not only helped her physically get around, but also emotionally. And I think that they both kind of grew together, and I think that overall it makes you a better person by volunteering and just seeing the effects, like this girl, for instance, you know, see them succeed and kind of flourish, and, you know, create a long-lasting relationship with a companion that can also help them. And I think that that's why this program still needs to continue, and that donations and volunteers are crucial in order for that to happen.
Good. Excellent.
How long is that?
4:18.
Okay, that's perfect.
Where am I hitting?